लेफ्ट आई, पहले लेफ्ट आई क्लोज करना हमेशा। ओके, अब जादू देखो आप, अब राइट आई क्लोज करो तो पेंसिल की लोकेशन चेंज होगी, और बहुत बड़ी से चेंज होगी। ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम छोटे से चेंज हो रहा है, एटलीस्ट 3-4 सेंटीमीटर। हुआ किसी के साथ हुआ? थैंक यू, आई एम डेविड ब्लेन। नो नो, ऐसा नहीं है। अब आंसर बताओ मुझे, व्हाट इज दिस? व्हाट इज द आंसर? एक्सीलेंट, द आंसर इज बाइनोक्यूलर क्यू। कौन सा बाइनोक्यूलर क्यू है ये? इज दिस कन्वर्जेंस? इज दिस रेटिनल डिस्पैरिटी? इज दिस अ मोनोक्यूलर क्यू? मोनोक्यूलर क्यू क्या होता है? ग्रेडियंट वगैरह आपने पढ़ा ही होगा। यस, इट इज रेटिनल डिस्पैरिटी। ठीक है, ओके, एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट। नेक्स्ट एमसीक्यू, we will study all the monocular cues, all the binocular cues when we meet, when we are doing unit wise everything in the series. I think it's out also, आज या कल शैनन released। बताओ इसका आंसर बताओ। People believe good things should happen to good people and bad things to bad people. Represents, it represents naivety. I don't know if the spelling is right. Okay, retribution hypothesis क्या होता है? सबको सब कुछ यही दुनिया में भर के जाना है आपको। यू विल गेट व्हाट्स कमिंग टू यू, योर ड्यू, घड़ा भर गया है। ऑल ऑफ दैट इज रेट्रीब्यूशन हाइपोथेसिस, दैट द वर्ल्ड विल समहाउ पनिश यू फॉर द बैड एक्शंस यू डन। ओके, ये कर्मा हाइपोथेसिस है। कर्मा हाइपोथेसिस क्या होता है? कर्मा हाइपोथेसिस, डू गुड गेट गुड। ऐसा होता है क्या? अच्छा करने से हमेशा हमेशा अच्छा मिलता है क्या? नहीं होता है ऐसा हर बार। Blank out, so I don't know what it is. I'm blanking out actually on the blank out hypothesis. Sorry, bad. Answer is just world hypothesis. Just world hypothesis says that people think the world is a fair place. कि दुनिया में अच्छी चीजों के साथ अच्छा ही होता है बेटा। You know, that's just world hypothesis. Okay, excellent. Next question. ये बताओ, बताओ बताओ। एक तो आई डोंट नो हाउ यू गाइस आर सेइंग कि यू आर 50% prepared and all questions you get right। ये नहीं पता, I saw it on website and blanked out। ओके, ठीक है। द आंसर इज 3:21 which is trisomy on the 21st chromosome। कितने क्रोमोसोम्स होते हैं? पेयर ऑफ 23 मतलब 46 हुए। वॉइस इज लो, क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? इसका तो माइक सही से चलना चाहिए। डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ क्या? हेलो हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी? इज माय वॉइस फाइन? इज इट लो? इज इट हाई? इज इट ओके? यस क्या? समझ ही नहीं रहा है मुझे। कैन यू एक्सप्लेन ट्राइसमी? अभी बताता हूँ। ओके, फाइन फाइन नाउ, ओके, ग्रेट। पेयर्स में you find chromosomes। Okay, this is one pair of chromosome। What is this one thing called alone, singular? What is this called? क्रोमोसोम मत बोलना। अरे बताओ, nobody is telling। मोनोसोमी? अरे बाप रे, क्रोमोस क्या बोल रहा है? अलेल बोलते हैं लिखने के बाद, योर टाइप। ओके, अलेल, राइट। नाउ देर आर टू alleles इन वन क्रोमोसोम, राइट? ये एक है और ये दो है, राइट? ऐसे हमारे पास 23 पेयर होते हैं. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट वन, दिस इज द 23rd वन. जो 21st है ना, यहाँ पे जो 21st है, ये दिख रहा है आपको? यहाँ पे दो की जगह तीन alleles हो जाते हैं. Instead of two, we find three alleles on the 21st chromosome in people with Down syndrome. That is why it is called a trisomy. Trisomy on the 21st chromosome. Students have said such things about this, but I will not tell you guys. You are writing eights. No, no. ये बताओ. वेरी इजी. सोचो आराम से. No answers till now. Three. How is it three? Hmm. अच्छा, ओके, गॉट इट. 44 तो नहीं है. ओ माय गॉड, सो मेनी डिफरेंट आंसर्स. बहुत सारे सेंटेंसेस देख के कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है क्या? अच्छा चलो, बिफोर वी मूव ऑन, लेट्स डू वन थिंग. ओके. ठीक है. लेट्स सपोज वी आर सॉल्विंग 10 MCQs टुडे. ओके. लेट्स सपोज वी आर सॉल्विंग 10 MCQs टुडे. ओके. टेल मी हाउ मेनी आउट ऑफ these 10 would be your ideal score. How many out of these 10 do you want to be correct? आइडियल स्कोर तुम्हारा कितना है? 11. वाह. 8.5. वाह. जल्दी जल्दी बताओ. एज पर प्रिपरेशन 10, 8, 9, 7, 9, 9, 11, 10. ओके. तो मोस्ट आंसर्स आर इधर 10 और 9. ठीक है. ओके, आई कम बैक टू दिस एट द एंड ऑफ द क्लास. अब हम यहाँ पे आते हैं. इसका आंसर आई थिंक इज 3, बिकॉज वर्निक्स एरिया इज इन द टेम्पोरल लोब, आई थिंक, नॉट द फ्रंटल लोब. है ना? ब्रेन इज नॉट लैटरलाइज्ड, इट इज प्लास्टिक. ये तो असर्शन रीजन क्वेश्चन बन गया. देखो, इट इज नॉट लैटरलाइज्ड, इट इज प्लास्टिक. एंड प्लास्टिक का मीनिंग ही ये है दैट इफ the left hemisphere is injured or something, then other regions can take over. That is the meaning of plasticity. If this was an assertion reason question, what option would be correct? That assertion is also correct, reason is also correct. Assertion is the correct explanation of reason is the correct explanation of assertion. है ना? ठीक है. Damage to left frontal lobe usually yields language comprehension. No. Wernicke's area is responsible for language comprehension. Broca's area is responsible for language प्रोडक्शन. तो अभी मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, ये सब इतना जो मैं बोलता रहता हूँ, वो मैं ब्रोका की वजह से बोलता हूँ. मेरा ब्रो है का, उसकी वजह से मैं बोल रहा हूँ. ठीक है. वर्निक allows me to understand what you guys are saying. That is in the left temporal. ठीक है. So 3 is the correct answer. All of this is very easy. Okay, don't, I saw a lot of people, getting this question wrong. This question is not difficult at all. This question you will be able to get. But how will you be able to get this question is when you are able to imagine the brain. Okay. When you're able to imagine the brain in its lobes, when you know कि this यहाँ पे क्या है, when you know, when you can just टर्न योर आइज ऑफ एंड यू नो कि अच्छा ब्रेन के आगे ये होता है, पीछे होता है, ब्रोकास यहाँ पे, वर्निक्स एरिया यहाँ। ओके, एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस इज जस्ट डन। ये 2-3 दिन में सीख जाओगे आप, क्योंकि मैं लिटरली बताऊंगा कि अच्छा चलो यहाँ वर्निक्स है, यहाँ ब्रोकास है, फ्रंटल है, ये फ्रंटो टेम्पोरल है, वट एवर। ओके, एंड देन यू विल रिकॉल इट एवरी डे, यू लर्न इट। ओके, ठीक है, विल स्टडी ऑल ऑफ दिस। ये बताओ। क्या होता है भाई? व्हाट इज दिस? बताओ बताओ बताओ। ओके। व्हाट कॉल? कैन यू guys still hear me and see me? Can everyone see me, hear me correctly? Just ठीक है। ओके, तो इसका आंसर एक्चुअली पिच डिसीज ही है। मैंने ऐसे ही बोला था कि सी, everyone shifted to the comfortable option कि we know Alzheimer's disease, so that is why we will say Alzheimer's disease। ठीक है, बट इट इज नॉट Alzheimer's, इट इज पिग्स डिसीज। ओके, अब इसमें हम कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं ये क्वेश्चन को? ओके, there's two methods, either you know कि this is an FTD, frontotemporal dementia। Okay, frontotemporal dementia is a classification of diseases which are characterized by frontotemporal degeneration। lobular आपको बस कंफ्यूज करने के लिए डाला हुआ है। ठीक है, तो इफ यू नो एफटीडीज है और उसमें पिक्स डिसीज आता है, तो यू विल इंस्टेंटली रिकॉग्नाइज एंड सॉल्व दिस। अदरवाइज यू विल हैव टू एलिमिनेट कि अल्जाइमर्स में हैव वी हर्ड ऑफ फ्रंटोटेम्पोरल, हैव वी हर्ड ऑफ डिप्रेशन? डिप्रेशन कहाँ सुना है आपने अल्जाइमर्स में? प्राइमरी सिम्टम। पार्किंसंस में मोटर सिम्टम्स होंगे, हंटिंगटन्स में, पार्किंसंस में, या फिर डिप्रेशन होने वाला है, राइट? So all of this you will need to recall. अब this is only done when you do not panic after reading the question। जब आप क्वेश्चन पढ़ के ये सोच सकते हो कि ओके, अल्जाइमर्स डिसीज, दीज आर, मेमोरी लॉस होगा, ओके, डिप्रेशन तो नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे मेन सिम्टम, तो फर्स्ट आई विल क्रॉस आउट। पार्किंसंस में आप सोचोगे कि ओके, मोटर फंक्शन एबनॉर्मेलिटी होता है, फ्रंटो टेम्पोरल में मोटर फंक्शन इतना रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं है, तो पार्किंसंस भी नहीं है। फॉर यू टू स्टेप बैक फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन एंड थिंक इंग्लिश, यस आई विल, for you to step back from the question and think that this is the symptoms I know of Alzheimer's, this is the symptoms I know of Parkinson's, that will increase your score drastically in any exam। Otherwise, we immerse ourselves in the exam कि ओके अल्जाइमर्स होगा, इसका नहीं, ओके अल्जाइमर्स ही करते हैं, ठीक है, +4 -1 है, तो ये एक गया तो भी चलेगा। दैट्स व्हाट वी थिंक। ऐसा, दिस इज नॉट हाउ वी हैव टू सॉल्व। ओके, English explanation is that Pitt's disease is a frontotemporal dementia, which is a classification of diseases. So if you know that, you will know Pitt's disease. Okay, ठीक है, ये बताओ, this is very easy। quickly quickly, 5 minutes remaining in our class। Okay, most of you have given the correct answer, which is two episodic memory। Nowhere is it mentioned that Mr. Casey cannot perform tasks which require regular procedures. That he cannot shave his beard, he cannot take a bath, तो procedural हट जाएगा. Nowhere is it mentioned that Mr. Casey cannot retain things in his working memory. Working memory आपको पता है ना क्या होता है? Working memory is a table. यहाँ पे आप ठोकते हो चीजें को. Where you work with a hammer. Three components of working memory. Quickly tell me what are the three components? बताओ बताओ. पता है आपको? Visual spatial sketchpad, phonological loop and और एक है central executive controls all of this. Buffer. Episodic buffer. Excellent. ठीक है. Semantic memory भी nowhere is it mentioned that ऐसे general knowledge or something he does not remember. So it is episodic memory, right? अब इसमें भी accident के if Mr. Casey does not remember things after the accident, then which amnesia is it? And if he does not remember before the accident, then which amnesia is it? This is retrograde. This is anterograde. Okay, ठीक है. देखो आप through one MCQ we have revised at least 5 topics and concepts. Okay, next question. Again, very okay. Everyone is correct. It is known as the diathesis stress model. Okay, stress vulnerability model. Person with genetic markers for schizophrenia have a vulnerability to the disorder, but will not develop schizophrenia unless they are exposed to critical times in development. This is according to diathesis stress model. Very simple model. I'll explain it once. It means that you have a certain vulnerability, which is, say, on this graph. This is the amount of uh, this is the amount you have to reach to develop schizophrenia. Okay, this is your vulnerability. Okay, this is your max vulnerability. Oh, sorry, this is your max genetic markers. Okay, तो your some aunt had schizophrenia or something, उसके वजह से you were more you had some genetic, you had some genes which could develop. ठीक है, but this distance can only be closed by stress. So unless आपका लाइफ में ब्रेकअप होता है, आपका लाइफ में जॉब से आप फायर होते हो, आप लाइफ में एनईटी जेआरएफ एमफिल को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस देके फिर कुछ क्लियर नहीं हुआ तो यू feel very sad also, like I do also. If these stress patterns, which happen to everyone, increase your vulnerability, तो यहाँ पे आप schizophrenia develop कर जाओगे. Okay, understood? Are you guys with me? Can you hear me? बताओ. फिश पे क्या ध्यान दे रहे हो आप? आंसर बताओ. संजना से सच अ क्यूट. संजना आंसर क्या है? XD आंसर तो नहीं है. इनकरेक्ट. Okay. Fear of one's own potential greatness and the ambivalent feelings towards greatness in others is called self-handicapping. Is a behavior where people do not put in enough efforts so that they can blame their own selves. Kisi, I did not put in enough efforts. So how could I pass this? Because they're afraid that if they put in efforts and if they still don't clear the exam or something, then it means it's something with them which they don't want to accept. So if the question had been framed in that manner, the answer would have been self-handicapping. Proprium striving. Proprium क्या होता है? किसका concept है? Who has given proprium? पर्सनालिटी एंड सेल्फ में गॉर्डन एल्पोर्ट हैज गिवन करेक्ट. यस. So it is not that. Self-exonerating mechanism. What is self-exonerating mechanism? That you blame external circumstances for your own failures, right? That actually it was a Tuesday. That's why I could not study today, or whatever, which exonerates your own self. Okay? Fluctuating asymmetry is not a concept of psychology, I think. It's more about like visual cues and different objects. Jonah complex is the answer. This is Jonah, who was inside a fish. ठीक है. ये पढ़ो आप स्टोरी, इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. Jonah complex means that you are afraid of your own potential greatness. Why are you afraid? You are afraid because you know that if you get this job, it would mean responsibility. It would mean getting up at 9 a.m. every day. It would mean working hard every day. It would mean that you mean something. You have a responsibility towards others and towards yourself, which is not a easy weight to bear. Okay. Reference for this question, matlab I didn't understand. Okay. Self-handicapping repeat karna hai? Yes, self-handicapping means self-handicapping is a behavior where we do not put in enough efforts, right? So that we can say, ki, I didn't put my best. So how will I get this college or how will I get this job? If I had put in my best, then it would have been fine. Okay. Where can I study these four concepts from? In social psych के टेक्स्ट बुक में मिल जाना चाहिए. बट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड बाय व्हाट यू मीन बाय साइट रेफरेंस. आंसर का या क्वेश्चन का? ओके. ये बताओ. यस दे आर डिफरेंट. क्वेश्चन का रेफरेंस मतलब विच टॉपिक? सोशल साइट है ये टॉपिक. विच बुक? um this is, I don't think these are books. I think these are our MCQs. I think our team has developed these MCQs with a lot of hard work, I think. Yes, I think a lot of these MCQs are available for free also. I saw Sanjay had put something up. Yeah, these are not from a book, man. You know? So we also have free MCQs if you want. And of course, we'll solve more MCQs. Every day, I think we will solve MCQs in the advanced series when we meet there. Okay, इसका आंसर Jensen है, right? This is a either you know or a don't question. There is no elimination that's going to work here. Okay. Regression argument was given by Jensen to support racial differences in intelligence. Okay. Some questions are like this, where you have to know. Okay, ये बताओ. This is, I think, the easiest question of today. Regression argument. हम अभी बहुत टाइम हो जाएगा. Actually, I'm already 10 minutes over time. I'll explain it later. बताओ. What is the triarchic theory of intelligence? Creative intelligence, practical intelligence, and analytical intelligence. Another name for analytical intelligence is componential intelligence. Another name for practical intelligence is experiential intelligence. Another name for creative intelligence is contextual intelligence. Okay. So componential is the correct आंसर. अब मुझे बताओ स्कोर क्या है तुम्हारा. We will end in 2 minutes. Okay. कहाँ गया? ये तो जोना है. Cystitis stress model. अरे, where did I write that? Yes. What is your score? 7,479,842 wrong. 5,9. Honestly बताओ score. कुछ नहीं होगा. These are mock scores. Mhm. Let's say we did 10 MCQs. Okay. So most of you I can see have scored either like -3 पकड़ लो, -2 or 3 from your ideal score. Around 6, 7 out of 10. ठीक है. Correct. My argument is that this is the ideal score to get in today's MCQ sessions. If you would have gotten 9 or 10 out of 10, it would actually not have been better. It was better today that you got 6 or 7 out of 10. Okay. Very contra indicative, very ऐसे it doesn't sit right? कि 10 on 10 होता तो we would have gotten all right. So why is 6 on 7 still better? 6 on 7 is better than 9 on 10, or 7 on 10 is better than 9 on 10, because it means that you have space to improve, and you have space to improve. ऐसा नहीं है कि now I have my ideal score. If you have your ideal score, then why are you solving MCQs? Why are you studying? 7 on 10 is the ideal score because it always means that you have space to improve. I think there was a quote which I had written in my like 11th or something notebook or something, which was like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Okay. Because if you are the smartest person, that means you are not improving. Change your room. Always be in a room where you're not the smartest so that you can improve. ठीक है. क्या बोल रहे हो तुम लोग? Is this some CBT? TED Talk, Sam Talk? God. Never smartest in that's good only. That means you're always learning. Okay. Chalo. Okay. Amazing to see you guys again. I hope I will see you in the advanced series. I think there's some early bird offer or something that's going on. So please make use of that. आपको ही सस्ता पड़ेगा. So I will meet you guys there. है ना? Practice is always great. We have free MCQs also. Of course, advanced में और MCQ solve करेंगे. एक बार पेपर बता दो. One on intergenerational trauma. Salma Freiberg, ghosts in the nursery. We learn how to do that. We are going to learn all of that. How do you step back, read the question? How do you think with your intelligence? Otherwise, we leave our intelligence streamers and we get panicked. ठीक है? Okay then. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I hope you had fun. I will stop recording.